Greetings and salutations. It has been quite a while. Maybe one day from the last video upload, but for me it's been like 13 days or something. So yeah, I was out of town for some stuff, and yeah, I had a really good time, except for traveling back, which was an interesting tale on its own, where on my way back, I had to reschedule my flight due to some weather, and then on the first flight, somebody got thrown off the flight, and yeah, it was a whole thing. Anyways, last time we finished cleaning up a bunch of these liberation maps, but today we're gonna make a little bit of progress. We're gonna be a little bit short one because this next main story one is a bit long of a map. So, but at least we're gonna do the Sigil's Trial Expert 2 here, as well as this battle here, and then we'll do a little bit afterwards with setting up some groups. So let's get started by doing the Sigil's Trial, and we'll just take a look at our groups here. Not much has changed since last time. We do have the Amalia group up and running. Once we get enough, we'll probably upgrade this group as well. Like I said, I don't know if I'll use Unify as the one turn kind of unload damage, but I would like to set up a group with some of the angel characters. So I would like to use, they're all the way at the bottom, aren't they? Yeah, I'd like to use Rhaenys because I haven't really used her before. And then maybe I could probably get Eumerus in there, even though I already have Oclese in the other group. And we can kind of see how we want to do for that. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started here and see what we got. So we got some mostly angel units that we're up against in this sigil. And this one here, I think this is one of the easier sigil maps, honestly, even though there is a lot here. You do have this ballista here you can very quickly take over. It's guarded by a very, very weak unit. But then you basically have all of this forest. So infant non-flying units are going to be really, really good here to get through the forest, not really deal with a lot of watchtower attacks. And the ballista can shoot all the flyers as they come over, so you get some free kills that way. Things are pretty good levels here too, so like level 35, level 34, which means we get EXP all the way up to level 37 on these characters. And even some of these ones here, like you see here, this is a level 35 captain, level 35 captain. Those go up to level 38, so you can even get, oh actually this is a level 37 captain, so this person you can get EXP up from that Griffin Master in the front there, all the way up to level 40. So you can technically grind out on this map really, really well if you believe that you need that much. Let's take a look at what we got here. We also only have 3 Valor to deploy people, so it's going to be, you know, we're going to be a little careful, but I think Rolf's unit for sure is going to be one of the units we send out. Elaine's unit also probably going to be really good to send out, just because having another archer out that is immune to debuffs, yeah, he should be able to kind of just beat everybody on this map. Yeah, he actually doesn't take any damage from anybody, perfect, so he will definitely be a unit we send out. And then the other unit, I'm probably not sending Oclese's unit out right away because they are like a flyer, so you'd run into the issue that I was already talking about, where if you fly over the forest, you can get hit by all the assists, and we don't really want that. So I may try to get some of these units up, but chances are I'm probably just gonna send out probably one of these other units and just, do I not have, I am blind. Who am I looking for here? Oh, he's back here. I'm like, what? Where is Gamel? I thought I had you out as well. Yeah, alright, so that looks better. Yeah, we can probably send out Rolf, Elaine, and let's take a look at what you guys look like against them, because you can get a decent bit of EXP here as well. Yeah, it looks like you do pretty well against all of these tower units, so not against everybody, but that's okay. But anyways, now that we know who we're deploying, we're going to send everybody out kind of in this way. And it's worth mentioning, if you can, use the forest. You can protect yourself from the ballista here, but we'll have Elaine go down there with his cav movement well, we send our
dark elf can do.
Infantry units into the woods here.
As you wish.
I'm fine with him getting hit by this ballista here. He will get there in one go. And even though he's going to get, yeah, like we can see here, we can assist from our units, but we're taking 2 overall damage. This is fine. We will heal up eventually as we start removing some of these assist units. And this group here is generally I'm not worried about.
None of you will die. There's fight in me yet.
Yeah, I'm super happy to be back from my trip. And keep going with Unicorn Overlord. We're getting into the last like 30-20% of the game, so definitely soon we're going to just be done. And that's really, really nice. Yeah, it's like we do heal against a lot of these units. I'd like to get you into the forest though, so we don't get hit by them.
Whatever you wish.
How do you look right now? Ooh, you take damage. I don't like that.
The time is at hand. Onward.
Your orders then.
Do you need something?
Wait a second
Who's
there.
my
Ooh,
target?
this is gonna be bad.
Right.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna be in combat. We can
How much
switch
punishment can
around
I'm here
though.
too. You face me. I'll support you.
I can help.
17 damage. I wonder who is taking the damage here. Probably somebody
here
on the
too.
front.
I'm right next to you.
I'll support you.
Looks like we're sending a lane against them.
I'm here too.
I can help.
Yeah, I'll take 30 or 17 over 30. I have a feeling we get
Guards
some amount of damage from these breakers.
Quiet down now.
It's good that we did not use Meteor Slash there though, because obviously that would have been a huge waste. But it looks like we should be able to get through the front or their blindness before
Watch and learn.
before my back row gets a second attack, and that'll allow us to be just fine. Yeah, that's really what is why we're taking damage. The fact that we didn't get offensive debuff on those 2 breakers is why we're going to actually take any amount of damage.
Your strength fails you.
Breaker still being the most dangerous unit you should go up against. Because as you saw there, we couldn't guard against them because their class just naturally has the unguardable ability, or, well, I guess tactic is kind of more whatever it is. So neither Liza or Virginia could guard, and even Virginia, who got the HP back from her Royal Guard, that guard didn't like reduce the damage you took, it just healed her because it procced. So yeah, they are very, very dangerous.
Anything you need.
So keep that in mind when you're going up against them.
Setting off.
I'm ready.
Let's see how we're doing here. Send you all this
Understood.
way. Let's go ahead and we're also going to deploy another unit. Just to get them in that ballista there for backup. And I think everyone's level 35, right? Yeah, all these units are the same. So let's send out... Let's switch this over to Travis and send Travis out.
No surprise there. Let's take what's
And
ours.
the reason I'm switching to Travis here
Sure.
is if I need to send him into the woods, he
Who
is
knows what might
I'll
happen?
support you.
significantly
Your
better.
villainy, I'll pierce you clean through.
Significantly better for getting through the forest if I need to bring that group over to the east.
Come here. Better.
Don't worry, Bruno, we're going to get you very, very soon, and probably next couple episodes, another item that's going to make your bulk up and HP significantly better. And you will be a massive HP sponge.
No more hurting.
Go. I'm unstoppable.
You're unstoppable, but not unblockable. Huzzah. Yeah, we do a lot of damage with this group too. I do like it. I think that the biggest problem Rolf's group here has is if they can break through like Bruno's HP, or they can just really do well up against the back row, he just runs into the issue that he just can't.
Whatever you wish.
Can't do anything against them.
That's anything you
Let's
need.
move you this
As you
way.
wish.
Elaine can head this way.
The path is set. I'm ready.
You
Whatever you
also
wish.
do well here, right? Yeah. See
Who's
how
my
they go.
target?
We're going against this group here first. Perfect.
I never miss my target.
Yeah, like I said, this map not too bad. I like this
keep
map
going?
because you do get the siege weapon, which is really nice. You can technically take it slow and have that kill enemies to get some EXP. But getting these with infantry units, you don't really have to worry about too much. You immediately get into the forest here, and you're just like, oh, this is not too bad, and you just don't have to worry about assist attacks. Again, if you equip a bunch of anti-blindness items here, it makes your life easier. But it works out, so I'm good.
That went better than I expected.
Anything
Do
you
you
need.
still? Yes, you
Oh,
do.
that's all?
Do you need something?
We'll move you. I'll move you in
Right.
here for the moment.
How much punishment can you take? Oh, Faye.
A little treat for me.
Have my magic. I need your strength. Prepare
Yeah,
for
they're
your
all
end.
about to die, aren't they?
Just like this.
And that's the power that we see of the elves here is Elemental
Pick the
Roar
wrong
gets more
elf to
powerful.
antagonist. Whatever you wish. Setting off.
I'm ready.
Let me go straight through here, 73. But we're basically full HP. I don't think you'll
Heading there now.
need that.
Time is at hand.
I'd actually just send you into the woods because we are pretty far ahead
Come then.
already. With the elves group, the two elemental roars, and because I have it set up where the start of battle thing is, if we need healing, we'll use Eltalinda's, which gives her a fairy, or if we don't need healing, we will use Rosalinda's, except against armored units, which we'll use Sneaking Edge. We'll use Rage of the Fairies, which does offensive damage.
Sorry about this.
Both of those start of battle mechanics give a fairy, which when you have that fairy gives additional damage to Elemental Roar. So then when it goes off, it does even more damage. So it's really, really strong in being able to, basically no matter what your group is like at the start of the battle, you could have some way to get a bonus fairy for one of those elemental roars. We're just going to have you, by the way, go after this group so you get your stamina back.
What now?
Like I said, we are not in range of any enemies, so I should have just
Go on.
moved you right into the woods here. You also do pretty well. As we see, there's a cav unit somewhere in here that we need to
Won't
worry
take
about.
long.
If that's the
We
case,
march.
actually, I need you to be down
The path is
here.
set.
Oh,
The time
there
is at
they are.
hand.
Hold on.
Anything you need.
You guys actually
Oh,
do well
that's
against
all?
them. I
Do you
did not
need
expect
something?
that.
Right.
Alright, so
We
now
march.
you can keep going this way then.
Onward. Try me.
Who knows what might happen?
I'd rather
pierce you
defeat them in
clean
one
through.
stamina, so we'll have Rolf's group take care of this. This will allow us to more easily
At
get through all of the
least try.
towers, and then there's going to be reinforcements soon we have to deal with.
Lay down.
Hold on.
Hey. No holding back.
Yeah, and the fact that these guys are stunned really helped out on the first round here, and the fact that we just immediately eliminate two of them. They just cannot use their quick guard. Not that it matters too much, because we would probably overpower them anyway. Yeah,
Quite.
nice. Still have to be wary of Cavalier units, and the fact that They are really good against infantry, so you get a bad roll, you
I'm
can
ready.
unfortunately just really get wiped out against them. So
Heading there now.
Whatever you wish.
you guys can
Setting
fight
off.
there. We do have to
here.
deal with those reinforcements. That's a
You
little
can't
annoying,
run.
but that'll be okay. We have an extra infantry unit here with
Keep us safe.
Travis's group to handle with extra stamina.
I want to watch you.
Happy with that?
I can help.
Come, Faye.
I probably need to look at maybe not. Use Rage of the Fairies. I'll take a look after, it's fine. Evasion down.
I can help.
That settles that.
This group is a little one-dimensional,
own bad
unfortunately,
luck.
but why did... average HP is below 75%. Were we? We were full HP. I'm... Huh. Interesting. No, we didn't do that. We did Pure Field. My apologies. I was misreading what I had on me. Yes, we had Pure Field up against a caster. Even though
Your
those
orders,
casters
then.
are not the ones I really care about, we did
Oh,
indeed
that's all?
Do you need something? Understood.
want to make sure that that didn't happen.
Try me.
Let's have some fun.
I think that's probably one thing that could be a little better is obviously the two tactics is good, but we've no real way to differentiate between them because like I could set up caster enemies present and then no angel enemies because then the feather staves are the only angel casters, so then I wouldn't have that go off against them because they do no offensive magic. But however, owls in the best
see
rules,
now?
they are also considered
I'm
flying
ready.
casters. Not that that would be a big deal, but it is. Let's send you this way.
Heading
Who
there now.
does well against that feather
Let's
squad?
take what's ours.
But yeah, you do run into some
Sure.
issues every now and then with
Anything
stuff.
you
So,
need.
but then like if there's a there's a witch with a feather
you
sword,
wish.
now all of a sudden there are casters present. But then if I say no angels, a feather sword is
Time's at
considered an
hand.
angel, which means I then just don't.
Your villainy ends here.
Then Pure Field will not go off, which is what I would want against a witch, because they do offensive magic, or a shaman, or a druid, or whatever. We would want that Pure Field to be available to us.
They're
So if
spiting
they're
me
ever
yet.
paired with an angel unit, then all of a sudden now it stops going off. So it'd be nice to be a little more customizable that way, but I think it's good enough there to prevent you from being too intricate with your tactics, because you wouldn't want to spend hours upon hours making like a group all the really niche situations and nuance. That's why you have different groups, and you can set up different groups to go up against enemies well. I think the overall implication of Pure Field going off against enemy casters is more than enough for what we want.
This will be easy.
Alright, your brandish actually doing some damage now.
Just relax.
We march on.
It's unfortunate you're going to be out of stamina, though, to capture. You were the one that's probably going to want to be up against the enemy, the captain there. Who do I have up here? Not the people I want. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to deploy
Judgment
this here.
shall
And I should have
witness the
deployed
might
her
of an angel.
quite a while ago
Your
to get
will
over
shall
here.
be done.
But yeah.
You face me.
None of you will die.
My front 3 groups did really, really well, so I didn't...
I'll not be
instead of
outdone.
deploying Travis, I should have deployed Oakleys to send down this way. Griffin Glide isn't gonna stop you from dying. This is why I prefer quick reload, by the way. I know Eagle Eye also would get around it, but I personally just think quick reload is generally better in terms of just single target offense. Whereas Eagle Eye is much better if you're using AoE attacks or things like that, because you want to, with Rolf, like Pursuit is really good. You want him to be using that when you can. So the bigger your main attacks are, the less you have to use Eagle Eye, or if you have it qualified to be only against certain types of enemies for Eagle Eye, like against scouts and flyers. That's also really good because then you're not wasting additional passive points on using Eagle Eye when you're already 100% hit rate against a target. Whereas quick reload for Liza, you just want to attack as many times as possible and you just get extra attacks. It also means you're not dependent on other people to do attacks. By the fact that if you have enough active points, you will always use quick reload, which is really nice. Whereas Pursuit, if the rest of my team runs out of attacks and Rolf still has passive points, he now no longer can use his Pursuit. That generally doesn't happen,
My legs grow heavy.
but it can happen.
Do you need something?
Alright, you're actually really good at the moment. Let's just put you
I'm ready.
this way, please.
Right.
Your orders then.
You take damage. I don't like that.
Setting
I know
up.
what you're taking damage
Yeah?
from.
Won't take long.
Anything you need.
Let's move you real fast. It's gonna look really
Whatever you
weird,
wish.
obviously. Yeah.
Oh,
Because
that's
the
all?
2 guys hit the things on the top.
Do you need something?
Right now you are good.
I've
Made
arrived.
it.
I never miss my target.
We'll slow up
Wanna
here
keep
at the
going?
end. But basically I want to do damage to that main unit so it stops spawning reinforcements. Yeah, and this is mirror weakness, by the way. This is why Feather Swords. I think we've run into them before, at least once, but this is why they are annoying. Sacrifice also really, really bad, but or not bad, but annoying. Because we are stunning them, we should be able to break through pretty easily.
Just watch. Better heal up.
Yeah, this looks good. Oh, we're not good at Grand Smash.
Not finished yet. Got it? Not a chance.
Oh, do you not full force twice? Oh no, right, I have it set up to 3 or more passive points, right? Because I always want,
It's settled.
I always want to be able to use following
Reached my
splash.
limit.
Alright, so how do
Your
we look
orders,
here? Do
then.
we still look? No, now you take a bunch of damage. Unfortunate.
Anything you need.
You don't
Your
like that.
orders then.
Go
How
on.
do you look against them? You just kill. Well, I don't want to kill
Sure.
just yet. I want
What
you
now?
to get over here.
Let's
We
take what's ours.
Can I? No, I cannot undeploy from here.
We march.
You know what? We're going to just... I don't want to take forever here, but I'd like to get that. I was going to get Oakleys over here with Albin. Use AoE stamina regen,
Time is
but
at hand.
I'm just going to use an item here. I'm just going to use the Smoke Nut because I only need 1 stamina just to get you moving again so you can capture here,
The path is set.
Yeah?
and then you can just
There
move
in a second.
closer.
Made it.
So we want to capture this ruins because you get
Go
Oh, I
on.
guess you don't get an item. Oh, yeah, because it's just a... Otherwise, you could keep farming items from it.
Sure.
And let's see if...
I'll make it quick.
I'm right next
Nope.
to you.
No assist it is. Anyways, let's go ahead and Liquid Fortune. And this should be a good fight for them. Alright, so I guess I didn't need Oclisa's unit at all anyway. Because I'm greedy with the XP. Its Divine Blessing is really, really good. Obviously, it gets better with high HP units because regen is HP based. But the plus 10% defense is also really good. It kind of just pushing you a bit higher in the thresholds of taking less damage. Yeah, your accuracy isn't going to do anything against blindness. They're going to discharge, get rid of all their buffs. They're going to hone slash with guaranteed crit. But because blindness overrides any other buff when you attack, they don't get true strike out of it. They don't get any of their buffs out of it. And they basically just get rid of everything they have, which is really, really nice against with what we have. Because otherwise, that would do a lot of damage. They would bypass my evade. They would bypass my deflect, and I would take quite a bit of damage from them. But very nice of them to waste all of their stuff with blindness.
I'll do what I can. You've missed.
And then we should be able... It seems like we're going to break through the front line eventually, and then Nina should clean up.
Light which banishes evil.
Which means actually Nina's going to have to hit some really low hits here. Ooh, that's really good. So because we got a deflect proc, we get an enrage proc, which means we're much more likely to break through with the damage we have.
We're not yet finished.
Ooh, nice that you hit that. That Feather Sword would have died anyway. Technically, burn and poison means there's 0 chance that they would have survived. Them just getting a turn. Because burn would have done 20, and poison would have done 36 based on their HP. Yeah, and we have just enough attacks because it looks like Nina needs 2 per enemy. Go Nina, go Nina. Anyways, breakers are good. That is the result of this.
Just getting started.
All right, nice 22,000 EXP, very, very nice. Also 8,000 gold.
A little bit of tricorn pride for you.
May the Father smile upon me.
Are you impressed yet?
I've grown stronger.
Indeed, you have.
See ya.
Yeah, and you get 7 Master Military Cretuses, which are really good. They are the under level 40 ones that give you, I think it's 9,000 EXP if you're under level 40. Might be more than that, I'd have to double check. There is another one that is better than that. We also get an illusory cloak here. Which I always go to the wrong menu there. Anyways, the illusory cloak gives you Phantom Step, which you evade the next attack received, and this is any attack, which is really nice. However, I'm pretty certain we already have the item that gives you just regular evade. Yeah, like evade, you evade a single hit. I see. So as you can see, the difference here is the next attack received. Well, that's how this works as well. That's weird. So evade only goes off if the attack would have connected. That's basically what this is saying as well. I wonder what is truly different between them. If you know, let me know. Okay, I actually don't know the difference. Because received basically means it has to have connected with you. However, we already know that like Travis based on what we've seen, is that with 1% evade or hit rate, he never procs evade until something actually lands that 1%. So it already works that way. So I'm curious as to why this specifies has to be received, whereas this one doesn't. Unless this also evades an entire multi-hit attack? That's possible. But like this would be better against Meteor Slash, for example, because evade only works on the first hit. That's the first hit of the attack. This might be the entire attack. That's probably the difference. That's pretty good then, if you know you're going to be up against people with a lot of multi-attacks. Generally speaking, though, the people that you want this on are already very evasive. You're not like putting this on a Hodrick or a Liza or Virginia, like people that are really bulky. You are putting this on somebody that's already generally evasive or needs just a little bit more to guarantee being evading enough. So yeah, nice. Anyways, yeah, we got that taken care of, and now we're on to talking to more of these goats. I probably will need to pick up more of these goat biscuits because I don't know how many I have. I'm running probably 20 left or so. Can I talk to you? I can. We have 40 of these. Like I said, you can buy more Fev right here to get more upgrades, but those require a lot of honors if you want to do that. The other good things here is you have the Holy Brooch if you're having somebody use that. Most of these other items by now are just not really needed, but then you can also pick up Dew of Illusions if you want to upgrade people. Alright, now we have the Battle of Peyston, and we remember this one was a walled city that we did a while ago, or not a lot, we unlocked it a while ago, where we, that dude basically said nobody here wants to be liberated, and we can just see the town here is like all beat up, so they probably do want to be liberated. Anyways, we're up against Feather Shields and Feather Bows, so yeah, Rolf and Elaine's group both can be really, really good here. But I might be deploying some people as well to try to break through that gate. But as you can see with the map here, we are somewhat surrounded. We have some cav units down here. There's an item. You can barely see it, but it's right here in the woods, so we're going to make sure we get that. We have some feather bows in front of us, and we have some spearmen over here. And then, yeah, like I said, we want to get over the gate to beat Fedoquia's unit. And we don't have a battering ram, I think, unless there's one over here, I forget. So we do have to break through that normally, or we have to fly over with flyers and defeat them that way. Alright, so let's take a look at who can take these feather bows first. You guys immediately. Alright, so we'll just deploy you this way because, yeah.
Militia. Do you need something? Understood.
Miriam, you should be able to handle this unit. We don't one-shot them. That's fine, though.
What would you ask of me? Retreating for now.
And then, Clive, you can probably handle these guys up here. Again, we don't just immediately wipe them out. I want to go to the feather bow first.
Try me.
I don't want to risk getting any assists. I'm just going to wipe this group out, and then I'll deploy those two units. And we're going to be switching people around, and we're going to put out a unit that
in my sights.
It will make sense when we get them deployed. And this unit, like, this is why you want darkness immunity. 5 shining lights are just really, really bad to deal with.
Can't get up.
Come here.
Not even worried.
Alright, very nice.
No surprise there.
Getting stronger by the day.
This is nothing.
Keep getting sharper.
Have I always held such potential?
Nothing's stopping me now.
Nothing
They're beaten.
is stopping you now. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the other 2 units out now.
This
Pretty
road
certain
first. I
nothing's
shall not
changed.
disappoint.
You should, yeah, you
Have
still
you need of
absolutely.
me? Retreating for now. This rose bears thorn. I shall not disappoint. It shall be done.
And then Clive's
I
unit can
ride
be
for
deployed
Cordia.
here.
What shall I do?
And we'll wait a second on that. And I probably should now undeploy
I
Rolf's
shall not
unit.
falter.
I'm here too.
We don't defeat them for the moment, because I want to get another group out to start working on the gate there. But basically, I want to have, if you remember a long time ago, we're talking like 70 hours ago or something. I don't even know how long, but actually it's probably not 70 hours. In Yana's mission, there were a bunch of barricades on the map. And Aubin kind of said, hey, if I'm the leader, I break those faster than other units. Well, that also works against the gates. So we're going to be deploying, not Aubin, but Malia is the leader of her group. And she's going to keep running up against that gate until we break it. And then we should be able to, once we break it open, we'll send people through. Generally for this app, I would usually just send flyers and go over the top, and that's fine, but it's really not necessary.
We make good strides.
You could easily do that, but I'm going to
I'm ever in your service. I depart.
Who's my target?
break
Heading
that
there
gate
now.
down. Especially since they don't send reinforcements out
Prepare
right away.
yourselves.
I'll support you.
Oh yes, we will support you, because I don't think Rolf's coming. He might come out for the boss, but I probably not. I'll probably send someone else against them.
Hold on. We can do this.
And you can see in a lot of these fights here, this is how Feather Staves kind of want to go. And probably why I don't like them that much. Well, I don't say I don't like them. I don't find them that great, in my opinion. In that they want to give Life Cradle so they can prevent like a getting
Temporary
killed,
fix.
and then they heal people back up with boosted healing effects. But I'd rather not put my units in a position where they could get defeated, basically, be at 1 HP. That's really dangerous.
I shall endure.
So I don't build my units around that, which is why I think the Feather State for me just isn't as good. But I mean, they do have very valuable contributions to the fact that, like, it makes enemies harder to kill, which then allows them to get more attacks off. But for your offensive units, I mean, like, it's 162 HP, for example. It survived Gloucester, but Gloucester doesn't do...
I'm here to help.
Doesn't have... Oh, I guess he should have as much damage, yeah. We're only +1 cav call right now. But I think 5 here is going to do almost 200 damage if he hits. So, yeah, just the fact that you can prevent a lethal blow, to me, I don't usually run into positions where that's an issue, that the Feather Staves would really show off. I think it's more of, their other abilities are pretty good. Overheal, specifically, is actually pretty good,
Victory.
because you can overcap on the amount
shall I
of
It shall be done.
HP you have, which that's really
I
nice.
shall not shy
I
from
just
battle.
don't think the Holy Cradle is as good as it probably should be. Haste and Heal is good if it's one of your few starter battle mechanics. They're really good, I should say. I think I mentioned this when we first saw them. They are really good against a bunch of assist attacks, because you take damage from assist attacks, and then you immediately
forge a
heal
brighter
before
dawn
you
for Theft, the
actually take
pride
any
of
of your
House
combat turn.
Lele. I blossom
That's
ever
really good.
brighter.
A toast to strength.
Just leave it to Lex.
According to plan.
So Miriam, we are going
What
to
would
keep
you
you
ask of me?
here, because I'm going to send you around it this way to pick up this item, please.
I shall not disappoint.
And we're going to deploy, like I said, if we look at Amalia here, yeah, it can break gates and barricades more easily. So we're going to make you the leader here. We're going to send you up
Always up
against
for a
this
fight.
gate, but we're going to wait a second
Perhaps a chance to
so
sharpen
we
my
can
spear.
deploy. I'm going to deploy Elaine's unit
Day
as
will be
well,
ours.
because he's going to be
On it.
basically
Gotcha.
We march.
here
Onward.
to
To me.
defend
Good.
against
A
anything that
temporary
comes
retreat.
out towards us. Because when you hit the gate here, as you can see, it puts you in wait mode. We're gonna break it. It looks like in 3, maybe 4.
We may be able to use this. What would you ask of me?
Let's get you back out here.
It shall be done.
As we can
We
see,
march.
yeah, some pretty easy feather swords, feather bows to take out here. It looks like 4 hits for the barricade or the gate. I don't know why I said barricade.
Make ready. Victory will be ours.
Elaine, you missed. Oh, you're out of blindness charges, so that's good. Oh yeah, we did Irondale, didn't we? Because we're guarding a lot, so... yep, missed offensive curse, unfortunately. Well, you did a little bit more damage there, Leia. That would be really good. But it's fine. We'll get through everything easily. We have a lot of attacks still.
Take it easy.
Good.
Good.
A fine
in-
bout.
Alright, and now the gate is broken. Alright, so you can just come in. Oh, you immediately win. Okay.
The path, the time is at hand.
Well, let's hopefully you get there before... Yes,
We
you get there
march.
before reinforcements. So we'll order yourself.
Excellent.
And
To me.
we will indeed liquid fortune here.
Your villainy ends here.
Alright, and yeah.
Continue your heedless march into Albion lands, and I shall stand against you at every turn.
You say that, but you're about to be heated.
Guards up.
Careful now.
Yeah, and this is, these units, by the way, are why I should have gone to the tactic and removed, magic attack. They have so much magical defense that magic attack is just not good.
Reloading.
But you can see here the power of sacrifice and just how much they're gonna keep literally guarding each other over and over and over again. Just not much you can do. Yeah, they're gonna mirror weakness all of this, which is really
It's
annoying.
yours now.
And sacrifice keeps giving them passive points, so they can just continually do it over and over and over again.
The heavens watch over me.
But thankfully, because they are so defensive like that, they don't really have offense capability. So they're kind of like Hodrick, just on a magic version. But we're just going to literally keep going until we essentially just break through them by killing them. Because they keep doing this. And yeah.
My end approaches.
And we will eventually get through them because archers be strong.
Right there.
This unit specifically has really good anti-air with the fact that we have vertical edge and Liza, quick reload, and power bolts. Like, we do a lot of damage. And you could use heavy bolt, that is also true. You just get less of those attacks.
Bolster your defenses.
Typically against feather shields, but yeah, that should be mentioned. You should really try to go with physically powerful group because they are very magically bulky.
Just relax.
Good fight.
A fine job.
Another 22,000
As
EXP.
expected of Cornian royalty. You see that, Magellan?
Another step forth. I won't hold you back.
Diligence pays dividends.
Victory grows ever closer.
Alright, nice and easy. Definitely one of the easier liberation maps, I believe. There's only 4 enemy units on the map, and really the hard part is just, not even hard, the tedious part is just breaking through the gate without dealing with a bunch of wait time.
An impressive show of strength, Sir Elaine.
Tell me, Fedokia, why did you lie to us? Your people surely seek respite from the suffering of Zenoiran rule.
You have the wrong of it. When the Empire came forth and began violating our land, I fought back with every ounce of my being. I was prepared to oppose their rule until our final soldier fell. As were my people. They stood by me and risked their very lives in defending this sacred ground. But 6 months passed, and then a year. The pain of a citizenry besieged grew fiercer and fiercer, until at last there came the breaking point. On that day, my own subjects kidnapped my son and demanded we lay down our arms.
That's horrible.
Yet it only worsened from there. By Zenoiran orders, they massacred my child and offered his corpse as a sacrifice to our new masters.
Barbarians!
I was well prepared to follow him beyond the veil of death, but Zenoira had no interest in executing me. They chose to leave me in power, to exploit my rage and my despair for their own nefarious purposes. So, I bent to the will of my people, and the path they chose to walk was that of subjugation.
Lord Fedokia. You might not realize this, but we've met before. Years ago when I was just a young girl. Your son and I were quite close, in fact. As for you, I remember a man of great integrity, great warmth, and though we were too young to understand much of it, you spoke often of the true makings of a lord, of the...
Oops.
Yes, I recognize you now.
I like back of that.
And though we were too young to understand much of it, you spoke often of the true makings of a lord, of the love such a role requires.
You have grown so much since I saw you last. The time has finally come to see my son once again.
No. You coming with us,
Not
buddy.
while you can still honor his memory. If you would, Scarlet.
Yeah, we save. We're gonna spend a little bit of time here setting up a group. I don't know how well it's gonna work. We'll see how it goes, but I don't usually use the Dokuya or many of the angels because, like I mentioned, you just get them so late in the game. But yeah, Feather, sort of defensive oriented, highly resistant to magic attacks. Let's go ahead and we'll take care of this stuff first here. Take a look at the armor.
Let me know if you require
we get a
assistance.
Hunter's Halberd, so follow-up skills have plus 20% potency. This is the Lance version of that, so we've gotten a few of them. We're going to buy this Sapphire Pen.
May the Father bless
This
you.
one is really nice if you want to use it. It is good if you are using... Oh, this is the Axe version. I'm sorry, not the Lance version. This is the Axe version. So this would be really good for Berengaria with her pursuit. However, or you could do... no, that's a counterattack. For her pursuit, most other people you'd have to give an item to have pursuit to make this worthwhile. But I prefer the Boreas Axe on her. I think she is plenty strong enough as is. Her amount of pursuit she gets with her group is really high as already, just because she's following up against enemies that are debuffed or, you know, stunned, burned, all that stuff. She gets her passive point back for that, so she keeps hitting more and more. But this is good if you give somebody like where we have our two Radiant Knights, Miriam and Monica, with the Vanishing Pursuits. You could give those to like an axe user and they could then use this Hunter's Halberd and that would make their pursuits much stronger as well. So it is pretty good. I do like it. Crane Bow, this is Triple Shatter. This attacks 3 enemies and it reduces their offense ability. This is also pretty good. You use a bunch of archers. I like Rolf, for example. It's a good... He is using the... But the problem is I have the Apeliota's Bow and the King's Bow Bastoria already, so these two are kind of already being used. And then if you're using one of the elves, they want a split bow where it's half, you know, physical magic because all of their stuff splits. So this Crane's Bow is a decent third option, but Unifi gets really nice stuff already. So this is more like if you have a Mandarin or another archer somewhere. Maybe I might use it on a Rainies, I don't know, we'll see. But it is pretty decent. If you have a fast unit, then get this off. Against enemies, you can lower their physical and magic attack, so it's not as dangerous to fight them. Cleric's Cane, this is protection. This is an entire row of allies. This is just straight up better than wherever. I don't think I have any equipped, but there's a Cleric Staff where you get protection that protects one person for 50% before they're attacked. This protects the whole row. So that's kind of nice. You get some more of the upgraded items here. You can buy Vorpal items, more immunity shields. And here, yeah, we finally have the Elite Berets, which I don't think... I'm just going to buy these. And I'll go look for them.
Bless you.
I'll buy both of these as well.
May the Father bless you.
Let's take a look. We'll look after. Provisioner, we have more Liquid Fortunes here. I'm just going to buy all of them. Like I said, I don't think I need many more of them. Oh, and you have 30 goat biscuits. That's still plenty. And you can buy grilled steak here as well, which is really nice. Deliveries, we should be able to get all of these here. A guard, which yeah, would be good. Alright, sweet, we got them all. And as we can see the goat milk up there, you do need them for some of these towns, which is why whenever you come across a goat, you should just get your goat milk. Alright, we can go ahead and station a guard. I could do... Yeah, you can be here, it's fine. Let's go ahead and expand a unit. I want to expand this unit here. Like, I could have spent stuff for Fevrith, but I'm fine with how this looks currently.
Shall come to them.
Alright, so let's look at... I don't know what I was just saying. Oh, right, we wanted to look at the items character list. I need to see if anyone has regular stuff to upgrade. Which it looks like we're probably not. That's actually kind of wild. I don't have anyone with... Okay, mildly surprised that I have 0 people with rays. So if we look at the items here, we can take a look. Not these ones. Down here, they are normally this far down. Yeah, so we have... Yeah, I'm using none of the hoods and none of the berets. That's actually kind of wild. In my first playthrough, obviously I didn't know really how good some of these other items were or how much I valued them. So most people, I just gave all of these plus, you know, attack items, and they're pretty decent as just a an item to equip on somebody. You do more damage, cool. We're going to keep moving up this way. We're going to spawn some stuff as we explore, and then before we finish, we do the next mission, we are going to set up that new group where we made a 5th member. So, and like I said, we're going to try to do an angel-ish group, but we'll see who else we can get up there. Indeed they do.
According to the captives, all decisions regarding the deployment of soldiers come directly from the Pontifex himself.
Yet Galerius claimed the man was dead.
The Pontificate is a hereditary station, meaning the next in line takes the mitre when their forebear passes. Thus, we can almost assuredly assume an heir has ascended to the role.
I don't believe that's likely.
Then perhaps Galerius was lying. Such simple deception is far from beneath him.
Hey, not to butt in, but... Isn't Scarlet supposed to be the new Pontifex? Why would you think such a thing? Well, the two of you have been acting real weird ever since we got to Albion. I was gonna come ask why when I overheard you talking about it. Sorry, I wasn't trying to pry.
Does he speak true?
He does. I'm sorry for hiding it from you all. Pontifex Errant only has one descendant, and that's me.
How long have you known, Elaine?
Since the sanctuary in Cornea. In the eyes of the Orthodoxy, Scarlet would rightfully take over in the case of Errant's passing. Which means Galerius did lie. It appears the Pontifex still lives, and is dictating every move Albion's forces make. It's possible, yes. But our only hope of learning the truth will lie in infiltrating the pontifical chambers.
Then let me do it.
Not when Zenoiran's got the church dancing to their tune. It's too risky.
Maybe so. But I'm his daughter. And I won't let you stop me from seeing what's become of him.
It's true that we'd be spared a sacrilegious war were you able to convince him to stand down. Yet we must first determine if he even lives. I know how you feel, Scarlet, but such responsibility can't rest on your shoulders. If Errant truly has passed on, yours would surely be the next life they hope to claim.
More plot. Anyways, yeah, so we don't actually know if Errant is alive or not.
So, even a proper scouting mission has failed to uncover the truth. Indeed, it seems the Basilica's security was far too tight to breach. Though we have recovered word from a few locals who claim they've seen Errant at a distance. And yet, he's made no public appearances of late, citing grave illness as the reason.
Whether or not he truly lives, there will be no avoiding conflict with the arm of the Orthodoxy loyal to Zenoiran.
If I may, Your Highness, I suggest we advance on the Basilica with all haste. Before they can rally reinforcements from the rest of Albion, you mean? I suppose that would forestall an all-out war.
Quite so. And should we manage to bend the trunk of the Orthodoxy toward our cause, its many branches will surely follow suit.
You okay with this, Scarlet?
I've made my peace with whatever it is we have to do. So don't treat me any differently, okay? That goes for you too, Elaine.
That's easy enough to say, but this fight will surely see you cross swords with people you know. Maybe even people you love.
That's okay. She's in a really good unit. They'll be good.
I imagine the battle will be a painful one indeed.
What's one moment of pain in the face of a lifetime of suffering under Zenoiran rule? For the people of Albion, I'll do anything it takes.
Very well then. Our destination is set. We march for Albion's capital, and Bisphane Basilica held within.
In that case, we must first secure the bridgehead across the river in the Warnby region.
Prepare to depart at once.
But of course, Your Highness.
A moment, Scarlet. Are you sure you want to go through with this?
To be honest, I'm a bit scared.
I can only imagine.
But praying over the matter will solve nothing. I have to act if I want to see it done, and I plan to do just that.
Alright, so next battle already set up for us, and we can do a little bit of exploring around here, but not too much. If you go too far around, then it'll force you into the battle. Like, you for sure cannot cross the bridge. Look at you, flyer. Oh, you eventually catch me. Oh, goodbye. Anyways, yeah, if you come over here, basically you can't go this way, and oh, I didn't actually do that, and you have to do this quest here. So, I just swore oh, there we go, now you're dead. I'm like, thought I defeated you entirely, but I did not. Anyway, so we're gonna stop here for a moment. We're going to set up this other group, and then we'll stop afterwards. So yeah, I want you in here. Let's go ahead and get Rhaenys. We will not have. Oh, not that one. We'll make you leader for the moment. Let's switch you for. Yeah, I'll get Humorous in here. All right, so this group is gonna be really, really bad, by the way, against enemy archers. But we're going to try to set them up okay, and I'm going to take you off of this. I want you to... we'll have to see what I want to give you, actually. Can you get a better version of that? We'll give you blindness immunity for the moment, even though I already have it here. We're going to change this one. Okay, you can get a lapis pendant. You're not going to want this Hawkeye. We're going to change all of these items, so I will probably give you an elite beret for now, although that might change here very quickly. Where is it? There is one here that is really good. I just forget where it is. I might have to go buy the item. I may not. Yeah. Oh, here it is. It's this one. Blade Dance. So let's remove that. You can take that Blade Dance from him. Yep. And I will actually switch this immediately. And give you... do I have it? Yes, I do have it here. Veteran's Eye Patch. We'll switch this out for actually the Sapphire Pendant. Although I probably need to give you... We're only using the Nameless Bow right now for blindness immunity. But once we're out of Albion, I would switch this for something else, because you Blade Dance basically means is after every attack, I get 20% crit rate and 20% crit damage. I would have to keep attacking to do that. So right now I only get one use of this, whereas if I had more attacks, I could do more. So like if we look down here, I don't have any carnelian or ruby pendants at the moment, which I would eventually want. And the more we attack, I could probably get rid of this veteran's eye patch. There is another item that gives both active and passive points, so we do have ways of getting more of these to do that. Anyways, as we look here, let's go ahead and switch this, make you armored only, and then we do lowest HP, prioritize flying here. This does an additional damage for high initiative targets, which is really nice, but Mystic Arrow gives additional potency up against armored targets, which is why you wanted only to target them. Blade Dance, I don't really need a qualifier for this because I only get to use this once. So basically, actually I can't give you a qualifier. Own AP is 1 or more. This way, if I use my last attack, it's not going to use it on this. Triple counter is fine. Eagle Eye is... I'm going to actually give this a specific thing. I want this against scouts, and I will give Eagle Eye against liars. Right, so, because all the other people, I should have more than enough actually. 176 actually is an incredible amount. We shouldn't have to worry about you missing anything that's not a scout or flyer. Tatiana, let's go ahead and just promote you. Yep.
For the safety of our people.
Yeah, and you're really far behind, but yeah, we'll work on that in a minute. Alright. Iron Staff, we definitely want something better than this. We should have... Yeah, so Quick Barrier, this is the one that I mentioned before, where reduce damage taken by an ally for one attack, whereas the other mace that's in this town gives the whole row. Which, let's be real, I might be using that. We can give you the Icefall Staff for now. Although, wait, do I have access to a Windcrest Staff? I didn't actually look.
Do let me know if you require assistance.
Does not look like it here anyway. Let's see if there's a town that has that. I don't think I've seen them yet. I maybe have seen them, I just don't remember though. Oh yeah, there's... it doesn't actually let me show me that. The Inquisitor might be what I want for Unity anyway. Alright, so no Windcrest items yet. I forget exactly when we get access to them. Yeah, I know they're in the capital here, but I feel like there's a town over here that we do actually get access to them as well. But currently I do not have a better staff for you. So Icefall it is, I'm fine with this. In reality, you could... A Windcrest bow is slightly better. It's like 21 base magic attack, I believe, for most of its things. But we want the extra passive point there. We'll go ahead and give you also a Lapis Pendant, so you have 4. And then I'm going to take a look at your other stuff. Currently, I'm going to give you the Silver Goblet for now, just because you need the EXP. You are very far behind. And then we will also give you... I'm not sure what else yet. But I would love to give you the extra warding, or whatever that ward thing is. Yeah, Charm of Warding, but both of them currently are in use. I don't think you get a third one. But having one of these in this group would be pretty good. Well, I guess it's not that bad, because we have so he can cover most of the magic stuff. So I'm going to use the Necromancer Lantern here. I've never used this, by the way. Basically what this is when I get an ally gets counterattacked, I will go ahead and immediately counterattack that enemy with blindness and poison. And this is something that your casters can use. So we'll do a little bit of damage, but really the big part is it is inflicting blindness, which is really nice. So basically you want quick heal if my target HP is, I'm going to put this honestly very low, under 50% life, because I don't want them to do but so much. Vanitas, we do really want refresh. We're going to put above it slightly as well. And I'm going to put this on status type. And I really only care for poison currently. Poison and blind, or burn. I don't really even actually care about blind. Burning. The rest is kind of whatever. Even debuff, like I don't think is a big deal in my opinion for this group that I'm worried about. But basically things that do a bunch of poison damage, I want to get rid of immediately. So basically if anyone on my team, if they get attacked and they get put under 50% life, we will heal them first. If they get poisoned or burned, we will remove those. Otherwise, we will counterattack and we'll inflict blindness and poison on the enemy. And this is going to be kind of its own way really good in the fact that we're preventing future damage, because if they're not immune to blind, their next attack now completely misses. So that's really, really good. And then if we get attacked and we're under 50% life, we will use Lifesaver. So that's fine for now. And yeah, it'll be a bit till she gets Sacred Heal and Parting Resurrection, but those two will fit in these last two slots very easily, so we're good there. Rhaenys, let's go ahead and take a look at you. Wingcrest Bow, you have a 0% crit rate with this. I don't really like that. We probably want to change that. I do like the passive point from it though, that's the thing. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go buy that other bow, which I was just talking about, which I think was here, right? That is not here. It's in one of these towns. Yeah, the Inquisitor. Here we go.
Do let me know if you require assistance.
Okay, so Inquisitor is just a better version of the Interrogator. I went to the wrong menu, of course. I'm very good at doing that. Alright, so the Inquisitor is just a better version of the Interrogator's bow. And keep in mind, you could upgrade any of these to get max the 25 physical attack if you wanted to. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. I don't have any Carnelian pendants, so you're not going to be getting an additional attack off, but we can do some things here that make it work pretty well. Let's see what else we have. I do want to give you, oh, you're fine on the EXP. I need to give somebody the plus EXP, but let's take a look at what we can give you otherwise. I think in general, your passive points, well, let's look at the rest of your abilities first. You don't get any more abilities. She has everything she wants. So we're going to take a look here. So blindness, I would like this only to go off if my own AP is 3 or more, or not AP, passive points is 3 or more. This way it only goes off once. And I would like it if it went off to be only on a row with 2+ combatants. That way I'm not wasting it on like a single enemy. Healing Hunter, I would like you it's after flyer attacks. Yeah, that should be fine. Tailwind, so this is good in making my front row go faster. However, I don't think I really care for it. This group is not going to want to go up against archers, by the way, at all. So us being faster than the enemy doesn't really matter in my opinion. So I'm actually going to get rid of Tailwind. Healing Hunter is perfectly fine. This is just make this qualify my own passive points. Do I want to do 2 or more? I might just want this to go off all the time. Yeah, no, we'll leave it so it goes off all the time. Aerial Pursuit, this one is also fine. So let's take a look at what we can give passively to you. It might just be some passive stat boost because I don't think you need much else. Like I could give you Sylphic Barrier. This would be really good up against some ranged attacks. I could also give Sylphic Barrier. I might give this Wind Fairy's Bell to Fidoquia because he generates his own passive points really well with Sacrifice. So we might be able to have that work out. But you want physical attack or healing. No, I think healing is fine. So for you, I would want... Oh, man, I can get you pretty high there. That would be nice, actually. I mean, we could go the initiative route. Basically, you could give her plus initiative, KO in the front row. They then go immediately next. The problem is Vidoquia doesn't actually do a lot of offense, so the only person up there is Humorous, which is fine, I guess. I might just be giving you HP and an attack. Yeah, I think we'll do that for now. I will consider it more over the next day or two before I do more here. But yeah, this is going to be pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and take a look at your attacks now. So basically Photon Arrow is nice in reducing physical defense, but you only get one of these attacks, whereas Saint Shot removes passive points to ground-based targets. So we kind of want you to prioritize infantry. Photon Arrow. I'm going to make this flying only. 2+ enemies. So basically there has to be a flyer for you to do this, otherwise you'll be able to do some of your other stuff here. And then... I'm going to change this one actually. So infantry and their passive points has to be 2 or more. And then we'll do Delaying Shot as her default attack here. It might be, Saint Shot might still be better in the end, but like I said, I've never used Rainey's before. We get her so late in the game that you don't really get a lot of time to mess around with them. So yeah, we're gonna do this, and HP, lowest HP. I think this is fine for now. And this will lower enemies' initiatives, so they just go later in the order. Alright, so my back line is good to go. Let's go ahead and take a look at our front line. So with you, I'm already set. I can just, where's Oaklease? Tactics template. Go ahead and save. Don't even have to think about Humorous because we already have a Feather Sword. And we can load. Okay. Right, you don't have the Nocturnal Sword. That's okay, we'll fix that in a minute. So you don't have a huge crit rate already. However, if we look at Hone Slash here, that's just True Strike, okay. Yeah, I think that's fine then. I could also, since you're in the front, give you this as an Zenoiran Knight one, which is kind of nice in terms of just HP and defense. So let's go ahead and do that. I will probably give you the Vorpal shield here as well. I don't think there's anything else up here that looks like I would really want you to have. Or we could go the other route here. That is true. Alright, so we're actually going to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the Blessed Round Shield. And we're going to... I will go get an item here in a moment. Is yeah, I don't have many extra attacks, sadly. So, well, this is what it's going to be for a bit then. Let me take a look at my swords. Do I have a sword that gives me anything additional here? It does not look like it. I was going to say, if I have another one that gives plus AP, but the only one is the Notos sword. Yeah. Alright, well, this is good for now. Let's go ahead and we're going to quickly go buy an item. Get the Holy Brooch. And I forget where exactly this is in here. It should be somewhere in the middle. Alright, there it is. Alright, so now we heal 30% of our life every time we attack. We will upgrade the Blessed Round Shield as well. This will give it quite a bit of defense. I think it goes up to 8 defense, maybe 7 or 8 defense. And the guard rate, I think, goes up to 30%. So it'll be really, really good once we get that. She still is going to be not that bulky. We can also get rid of this Nocturnal Guard because you're not going to have that. Diurnal Guard, we can then just put down here and nighttime. Nighttime, our passive points are 2 or more. Accelerate, nighttime. Now we can put this back with daytime. All right, there we go. That way we actually use all of our passive points if we have to. Now we could also, if we really want to, is use discharge. I, again, generally don't like using discharge just because I prefer my unit to keep their buffs so they become harder to kill. So yeah, this looks pretty good here. I don't have enough honors currently to upgrade that shield. I don't even know if I have enough Fevrite for it. We'll look at that conversation next time. Let's take a look real fast. I'm certain I can do some deliveries. This is a lot of that lumber, but I only need... Let me go to a different continent as well. It's not like I'm going to need to use most of this stuff anymore. Yeah, this is all Elheim specific stuff. Alright, so we have enough now. We're going to go immediately just upgrade that shield because I believe it is worth it to... Yeah, we have 6 Fevrite, so we have quite a bit that we can do. Anyways, we have... where is it? It's down here. Blessed Ground Shield. This is another one that is really good to upgrade because it goes from 2 defense to 8 and 20 guard rate to 30. Whereas if you look at something like the Nocturnal Shield, you get 2 defense and 5 guard rate. This is getting 6 defense and 10 guard rate, which is really powerful. So yeah, we have enough to gain a bunch more. So as we gain honors now, I'm probably going to keep upgrading weapons and armor over anything else. That said, if you want more groups, do that. You get more groups. But yeah, there are a bunch of weapons we probably could go through and get for upgrades. I just haven't decided on what yet. Alright, and now our last unit, Fidoclea. So let's go ahead and look at his abilities first. So Impulse, we attack a single enemy, and this allows us to reduce their magic defense. This is honestly relatively low priority for this group because he does not have any magic users in this group. Well, Titania can actually do a little bit of damage with the Vanitas, but in general, all of my damage is physical, except against armored units. Unifi has the attack that gives magic potency against armored targets, so this can be helpful against that. But in general, I'm probably not going to be using this unless he has nothing else to do. He's going to be kind of like Hodrick, where I want him to be using his defensive stuff here more. So as we see here, row resistance, this grants 50% magic defense to his row and extends it to everyone in his group during the day, so that's really nice. Basically, we'll only do this when casters are present. Mystic Shield gives himself plus magic defense and 2 passive points. And then you have Reflect Magic. If he gets attacked by a magic enemy, he uses his forehand. You will reflect that magic attack entirely. I forget if you actually take the damage or not. It's been a while since I've looked at it. And as you can see here, it even has an extra qualifier. The passive skills to activate before and after their attack will not activate. So this is kind of his main reason, is you go up against caster units, and this guy will handle basically everything. Sacrifice, he covers before an ally is attacked. It's worth mentioning, we saw in the fight, when you use Sacrifice, you are guaranteed to get hit. Your evasion doesn't matter, so you will take damage. Which means you can run into problems where you use this too much and then you just die, which is possible. Passive skill, Mirror Weakness is really good, where if you get a debuff, you remove them and give them to an enemy. So basically his gameplay loop is you want him to cover people, keep his passive points as full as possible. You keep throwing debuffs back at the enemy. He's just a huge magic tank, and then you reflect magic against casters. So he's a really good anti-caster armor unit, which is nice. Impulse, unfortunately, I just don't think is that important, at least in this group. If you run with a magic-heavy group, it is pretty decent to lower enemy magic resistance, but a lot of times your magic is better against, now, at least in the end game, is more widespread magic. You're hitting whole rows, you're hitting all of the enemies. So hitting one unit for lower magic isn't as amazing as it sounds, but it's still pretty good. So, oh, and then his Valor skill. Mirror ring. I don't think I've ever used this. To be quite honest. It does seem interesting, but I don't think I've really ever considered what it could be used for. Basically, you could give this unit, we could Liquid Fortune this unit, we could give them a bunch of item buffs or Valor Surge buffs, and then they can be like a battery. So another unit has the same buffs, they go into combat, they defeat someone, then I mirror ring, I give that group all of the buffs again. This is very Valor heavy though, so unless you have a bunch of extra, probably not going to see much use, but you could make some use out of it, so that's pretty nifty. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what we can set you up with here item-wise. First things first is your crit rate kind of isn't really that needed, so I would prefer for you to have an item that gives you, probably want a meteorite sword for you, honestly. Means we need to go get another one of those. That's probably what I want. I would like up the passive points, but I think we'll be okay with some other stuff for passive points. Yeah, the Azure Crush Shield would be good. I'm probably going to go be getting another Dragon Bone Great Shield. You do not need the magic defense. The guard rate on this is bad, but the passive point is just too good. Alright, so we have two things we need to go get real fast. Let's go take a look at that. Looks like we know what our honors are going to be used on in what you call it, and for the next few items. So we need a, hopefully there is another Dragon Great Shield. There might not be. I forget how many you can actually buy. Oh, you could buy a third one somewhere, but I may be wrong. Usually they're only available in the desert there. Oop. Ah, there is a third one. Perfect. I wanted to visit the town, please. So run by you. And then while we're out and about, we will go also get our meteorite shield. I cannot travel there. This meteorite shield will also give him more guard rate. And really we want to make sure he probably has 100% guard rate for attacks on himself. We want sword. Take a look at this now, what you look like with those. So we get a meteorite sword, and you get a Dragon Bone Great Shield. Yeah, so 55 guard rate, unfortunately a little not great, but once we upgrade this, it'll be at 70 guard rate, which means we will just give you a pair of cloth bracelet gauntlets. We need to go get some. Okay, let's go ahead and go get some then. Do we have any here? No, we're sold out there. We have some here.
Take your time. Relax.
Okay. So, cloth gauntlets. I think we just went by them. There they are. Alright, so now he's an 85 guard rate. When this gets upgraded, he'll have 100% guard rate, so we're good there. And then, I think I want to give you... So, I don't know if I need to give you another passive point. Basically, as soon as somebody attacks, you will immediately guard them. which means I might be able to give you something else here. Probably worth giving you some immunity item, but I don't quite know what it would be just yet. This could be obviously an item that is more adaptable and we can change as needed. Oh right, I thought about giving you Sulfic Barrier. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think that is okay. Alright, and now we can set this up here. Alright, so Mystic Shield, we would want this. Own condition is our own. Passive point is 2 or less. That way we're not wasting it early in the fight, because if it's just like Hodrick's ability with Great Shield, it can only be used once a fight. I do find that kind of weird, unless you get your buff, your 50% magic defense buff removed, which is a little annoying, but it's fine. There's actually another item we could have given you here. I didn't even think about. We should actually have it already. Where is it? Might not be actually. Okay, here it is. No, not that one. Maybe I don't have the item. There's an item that lets you have Guardian from the Hodrick, which is plus block rate and plus physical defense, which might be better. I may want to go looking for that, because these ones are plus damage, but I may want to look for the one that lets me do that instead. Because I don't see it here. I know it exists. Let me take a quick look before we actually set this all up. I forget where it would have been. It's probably going to be in one of these old cities, though. I had to remember. Probably not, actually. It's probably in some random town. Just trying to remember. Based on if I see it, I will hope I can recognize it. But it's a pair of gauntlets, I'm pretty certain. Let's go over to accessories. Oh, this is prize exchange. I don't want that. They're not regular gauntlets. This is what we get when we build new units. You have to go searching everywhere for your items. Defensive brain. I don't know what that does again.
You won't find
oh, quick barrier. Never mind. Not the item I'm looking for. Yeah, nope. I'm lost in the sauce, man. I can't find it. I thought it was really early on, but I haven't seen an item that would have given me what I'm expecting, so maybe a gauntlet of some sort. I thought they gave it to you very early in the game, but clearly I am wrong. It just seems just looking around towns until we find it. I know it exists because I have seen it, and I'm like, oh, I should... Oh, did I not go... Oh, there's a stone circle here we forgot about. Also kind of weird that there are still enemies in this place, but I know why. I just think it's funny. Is it really in Elheim? That was actually kind of fascinating that it's so far away. Either that or I've missed it and I'm just a fool still searching around for it. I wish there was an easier way to look for this, and there probably is, and I just don't know it. Oh, we can try to see if we can beat that Animoy fight down here as well, now that we're closer to being their level. I'm really surprised I have not found it yet. Mage's gloves. Maybe these ones? Well, I think I've seen defensive gauntlets.
We don't get
before.
many customers
Yeah,
here.
those are just quick guard. We have that already. Yeah, I don't know then. I guess I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh, one more continent to look through. And I'm sure as soon as I go through all of this, someone will be like, it's these, and it'll be really easy to find. Bad, so yeah, this is going to take forever when it shouldn't. Yeah, see, it'd be like one of those, like Sorcerer's Gauntlets. It would be something else gauntlets. At least if I remember correctly. I still haven't used the Frostbrand Tome, even after touting how good it was. I've still been using the Thunderous Tome. Okay, I guess I'm just a fool and I don't actually know where it is. I feel like I saw it much earlier in the game than here. What do we have here?
Take your time. Relax.
Guard seal. Nope. Either that or it's not a... what you call it? It's not a gauntlet, but I thought it was for some reason. Like, none of these items I'm looking at are, like, standing out to me to be like, this is what it should be. Alright, well, we've made it to the final country, but I'm pretty certain it's not here. I might have to look this up before next time. I was pretty certain I should have known what it was. And here I am making a fool out of myself by not knowing what it is. We already looked at this, I think, right? Yeah. Not here. Alright, I think I'm going to be looking for it in between episodes because I'm certain it exists. And it's probably slightly better than what I have on Vidoquia here with the cloth gauntlets because it'll give him more physical defense. But anyways, let's finish setting this up. Basically this will be enemies present, monsters, and we're only going to do this during the daytime because his own magic defense is perfectly fine. We can lowest HP, prioritize, highest. I guess this doesn't matter because our group doesn't do it. I'll say prioritize. And do you get the bonus to cav units actually? No, you only get the dodge rate. So you can just, yeah, lowest HP is fine. Sylphic Barrier, we want to be, this is combatant type is going to be flying and attacked by archer. So basically, if anyone in our group that's flying gets attacked by an archer, we will protect them. Maybe I can just get rid of flying. We'll see. This can just go off on its own. This also can just go off on its own. And the reason I put this slightly higher is probably should actually leave this higher. I don't think it matters, because this is only against magic attacks, and I don't think the archers from Elheim are considered magic plus physical, so Reflect Magic would go off instead of this against himself anyway. Sacrifice. Oh, right. Mirror Weakness, we do want to change, also qualify all of these. Basically, I want to make sure I always have one. That's the point, except for Sylphic Barrier here, so that we can use Sacrifice. However, I am going to give it a bit of a qualifier here for my own HP. This can just be above half-life. That way we don't just sacrifice all the way down until we're dead, because otherwise you could just kill yourself very, very easily with this. Anyways, we are going to go swing by a fort. We're a pretty high level. Take a look what we got here. And yeah, we'll take a look at you here. I'm probably not going to do that well against them. Yeah, actually we do really well against them. Yeah, so we can kind of see how the group functions right now. And this group is very low HP, so... Not low HP, low level. Yeah, but as you can see, it's 100% hit rate when he sacrifices like that, which means he has to be careful with when you're using sacrifice. Yeah, she gains 24 HP per attack, which is really, really good. As you can see, we used Vanitas earlier, but we should heal Photoquia here.
'Tis yours now.
Once we get through all of these other passives.
Be careful.
Yeah, so we'll heal instead.
I'll not allow it.
I'll have my revenge.
Take a good look.
Careful now. My
Painful.
strength wanes. Have some yourself.
This should help. It seems you need this.
Poison be good.
I'll not allow it.
Yeah, and that's where Vanitas is coming in clutch as well, is the fact that we're putting blindness on more and more people. Just passively makes this group, honestly, pretty good.
How tiresome.
Even at very low levels. I mean, we're fighting
My
what
aim
level...
shall never fail me.
I don't know what level these guys are. Level 32, so similar level to what we're at. Let me see if we can find a group that is ground base. Yeah, like this is going to be archers. This is, you were not going to want to have go up against them. Even though this group, yeah, we take 0 damage. This is actually kind of wild. I would have expected us to take an absurd amount of damage from this group. We take 0. But before we do that, let's go ahead and use some of our items to level people up. Because I was kind of like, forgot to do that. Anyways, yeah, 9,000. Right, so we want level 30 and below for our current group. Because Unity is low level, but really...
This power weighs heavy. For the safety of our people.
Guardian Resurrection. We just leave that on as whatever, and then if anyone gets wiped out, she will res them at the end.
For the safety of our people.
Okay, let's go with Master. We will get you some more. We'll try to get them probably up to level 30 here.
For the safety of our people. This power weighs heavy. For the safety of our people.
Same thing with
feeling
Unity
lighter than ever. For all of Bastorius. My bow's feeling lighter than ever. For all of Bastorius. My bow's feeling lighter than ever.
Okay, you get glacial range. Right? Or, is that what I just said? Glacial? Glacial rain, sorry. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this real fast. We have this set up already, so we can just go to you. How do I have this? Average HP, row is 3 plus combatants. Oh yeah, we should obviously... change some of this. Yeah, that makes sense. Try to remember that. So that's fine. This should be, yes, lowest percent HP, lowest percent... Or no, we wanted row of 3 combatants and average HP is low 75. Did I want against with 3? Basically, she'll never use this otherwise. Yeah, that's fine, because if we need to heal twice, that'll heal the front row just as much as this. Yeah. Parting Resurrection, we just put at the bottom. We can change this to 75%. Quick heal, lowest percent. We get it multiple times. And we're going to switch this so it's just like it is with, where is status condition? Status opposing, burning. 1 AP. Because basically if they have no more active points, it makes no sense to refresh them because they're not going to ever proc the damage from these. Okay, and yeah, I think that looks fine. Alright, and then in Glacial Rain, yeah, I think we do want to give you one of these Carnelian items. The problem is I don't know who I would take it from currently. Morden might be a good option. What does Nina? I think Nina also has one. You have a ruby pendant. I like all of yours currently. I'm sure there's somebody that should be able to lose one of these. Probably you, honestly. Yeah, let's go ahead and take yours for the moment. What will I give you instead, though, is a better question. I don't actually know. Maybe just some self-healing, I guess. That's fine. Alright, go ahead and give you that Carnelian pendant. Basically what this will do to me now, we'll get 2 procs of this Blade Dance. We'll go 53, 73 for crit rate, which is really nice. And then in Glacial Rain, I'm going to set up to be our own active, or enemies. Oh, not 5 or more, 4 or more. Then condition 1, our own passive points are... Well, I can't be very specific. 2 or less. So basically what this means is when we're above 2, we will always use these other things, and then proc Blade Dance. Then once we get to 2, we will, if there are 4 more enemies left, we'll use Glacial Rain with as many buffs as possible. This obviously makes more sense if we had a Ruby Pendant to have 4 active points, because then you would get 2 buffs of Blade Dance before it went off, and then you would probably also want some other stuff too, like obviously something that gives this, probably don't need the Sapphire Pendant. But yeah, it would work out in the end. Anyways, we can now take a look at what this group looks like. See how they do against them now. Yeah, so we just nearly doubled our damage by giving a little bit of EXP. Obviously, Feather Staves are hard to break through when you don't have high offense. This group is going to be more probably of an anti-caster group. Anyway, this group is trying to show off, hey, this is how
I can help.
you probably want to build Feather Staves. Initiative, they give you a really good buff for protecting your front row.
strike air.
Oh yeah, Sylphic Barrier, really good actually.
Fight on.
I didn't even consider that. I'm like, no wonder we don't take damage.
Ever swifter.
Take better care of yourself.
Aim and...
Protect me.
We just don't do any more damage.
Pierced clean through.
Alright. That's not bad. Let me go back to that other group. It was right next door here. We might be able to actually defeat them now. We do not defeat them. We do more damage, but yeah, not quite a defeat. Let's find another group at a fort, and we'll do one last fight here, and then I think we will be done. More feather staves. Yeah, you actually do damage to us. That's no bueno. You are quite higher level than us, though. But we can kind of show off. This is how it looks like, why we're taking damage, though.
Hold on.
Oh, well, you dodged an 80%, so... Yeah, I'm giving you all buffs. That's not good. It would have been much better if we had,
Do you want to die?
we had gotten blindness out instead of doing that aerial snipe. So I may want to change that aerial snipe so I can get blindness out at least once.
This should help.
Behind me.
Yeah, you about to die.
Can you match my speed?
I'll have my revenge. Don't rush to your doom.
You're gonna Grand Smash. Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
No backing down.
Why did we? Oh, because there's less than 4 enemies, right. I'm not gonna change it to 3 enemies. Considered a loss, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and change a couple of these small things. First things is... yeah, aerial pursuit. I'm going to change this to be our own passive points of 3 or more. The downside is... yeah, well... This is nice, but I really only care if it's up against flying enemies. I'd like to show off some of the other stuff, so I might go somewhere else. But yeah, it seems like right now we are fast enough where you are all attacking, and I keep using aerial pursuit before I get to use any shining light. We'll see. Oh, right, and then I want to change Glacial Rain here. Let's do 3 or more enemies. I still think that would be better. How do we look against you now? We take even more damage. That's hilarious. Yeah, let's go against non-flyers so I can see how... Thestrals may not be the best answer because they are typically very strong. Also, there's nobody at this fort to fight. Okay. Well, you're also flyers. No, I want to find a group that doesn't have flyers. Oh, I see a yellow unit over there. Yeah, you're probably going to be really tough, actually. Alright, this isn't too bad. Let's take a look at how we look against non-flyers. This is important, by the way. When you build units, you want to be able to come in and test them and see how you do against other units. To see what you are missing for...
Do you want to die?
For why the unit is either struggling or not struggling, I guess.
My strength wanes.
Can you match my speed?
'Tis yours now.
Be careful.
Behind me!
You probably should be covering the back row.
Ever swifter.
Let's sacrifice there.
I'll not allow it.
Got me good. Do you want to die?
I shall bear it.
As you see, though, he's really good up against debuffs.
How tiresome.
I think we would have easily wiped this group out if Unifi
Got me
didn't die there, which I think we can fix. So we'll take a look here in a moment. We'll redo this fight, and then after it, we'll be done.
My bow is my strength.
Because, yeah. Not your coverage. And then we're going to say prioritize back row, which then should immediately change this. Yeah, we now take 0 damage, and we don't wipe them out. This group is going to probably, not going to be my strongest offense option, but I do want to make it work. I think it is cool.
My strength wanes. A misstep. Have some yourself.
See, against this group, his mirror weakness isn't doing much. Neither is Vanitas, because as you can see now, we're guarding Unifi in the back. Perfect. But they're not doing much because the enemy just uses all of their active points immediately. So they don't ever get another turn. So it's like, it doesn't really matter that we're hitting people with this stuff. Probably want to change Tanya's counterattack to only hit people with active points. Because there's no real reason to be countering people that aren't ever going to attack again.
Careful now. I'll not allow it.
Be careful.
Take a good look.
I don't think we're going to see Glacial Rain because I think we are going to kill that wolf, or that fox in the back. Oh, 100%, yeah. You're going to hit him with a delaying shot for sure.
Behind me. 'Tis yours now.
Yeah, hopefully you can see here the power of Feather Shields in just counteracting enemies that do a bunch of debuffs. Yeah, and as you can see, the downside of Feather Shields is that he's countering something where that Cav unit had maybe a 30% hit chance against Humorous, but we still went and and used sacrifice on her. I may even change it entirely, actually, just to be back row. I might actually add something here. So front row is... passive. Well, no, I want it to be our HP, but... because basically piercing attacks, I'll always cover the person in the back row, that's fine. But I want to make sure my own passive points do stay high enough that I can keep using them. I'm trying to consider if I should do this where our own passive points are 2 or less, or if I should do it as HP based for the front row. I'll consider it. We'll just leave it as... basically, if my own HP is 100%, I don't mind covering the other person. But if it's not, I probably want you guys to try. She has a bunch of self-healing, so I'm not too worried about it. I may get rid of that entirely. So yeah. Anyways, the rest seems pretty good. Obviously, you're probably going to get changed a little bit. I want more attacks, less passive. So eventually when we'll change things for you. Your stuff is okay. I gotta consider the items I want to give you. Alright, we want to change Vanitas to be target. They need to have at least one active point, because otherwise it makes no sense to put blindness or poison on somebody, and we can save your passive points for other things, such as healing and or refreshes and stuff like that. Anyways, you're also level 30, so maybe I don't need this silver goblet right now. Let's go ahead and switch this out for something else. It's going to be probably just... that doesn't really matter. I'm probably just going to give you a Sage's Hood, actually. You are one of the few where it kind of makes sense you just get a bit more, because I don't have another Charm of Warding, so this is going to help with the damage from Vanitas, as well as giving you additional magic for healing as well. So I think this is fine for now. In this group, yeah, until we get another Carnelian Pendant, Rhaenys isn't going to... that's really what we're missing for some of these units. The 2 front ones, probably not, but Rhaenys needs... really needs a Carnelian Pendant to do more. 1 extra attack. It really adds up. It allows us to use Photon Arrow and then another attack. Or 3 of these attacks, which is fine. And we haven't seen Saint Shot yet, but... maybe it is worth going with the Raven Plume over the HP, just so we can try to get in before other land units get their turn, so we can try to remove some passive points, because that's probably going to be a bit more powerful. But anyways, yeah, got a lot done today. Went a lot longer building that group than I thought, but next time we're going to take on Bound by Sacred Oath, where we get to... continue on through Albion. So glad to be back home. I'm glad to be recording some more. So hopefully you all enjoy. Have a wonderful day. And as always, I will see you next time.